Hallo, baie welkom by Fokus. Ons hoop almal 'n bietjie uitspan het al lekker gerus. Skuif gerus nader vir vanaand se uitsending van Fokus. Ek is Lenet Fransis en baie welkom. Bietjie later in die program vertel ons waarom die Johannesburgse dieretuin die publiek vra vir afgesaagde takke. Donkies en donkiekarre is steeds 'n alombekende vervoermiddel in baie plattelandse gebiede. Maar nou word die donkie bedreig deur onder andere onverskrokke handelaars wat onwettig die velle verkoop. Die getal donkies in Afrika is gevolglik aan die afneem. In 'n poging om donkies te red van uitwissing, het Jonno Sherwin van die Karoo Donkey Toevlugsoord onlangs al sy donkies van Plettenberg Bay na die beloofde land in Prins Albert verskuif. Hazel Friedman het die groot donkietrek meegemaak.
Hulle het gewaarsku dis 'n onmoontlike taak, maar die wat skepties was, is verkeerd bewys. Met die beginpunt in Plettenberg Bay het die diereregte-aktivis Jonno Sherwin en sy span oor 'n tydperk van 6 dae sy Karoo Donkey Toevlugsoord verskuif na die beloofde land in Prins Albert. Donkieliefhebbers wêreldwyd was beïndruk. Maar hierdie is maar net 'n deel van die voortdurende stryd om bedreigde diere en die natuurlewe te beskerm. Op 9 November is die fokusspan Plettenberg Bay toe om die eerste dag van hierdie buitengewone tog mee te maak.
It was vital for us to find an alternative home and to find a legacy home so we wouldn't have to be doing this again.
In 2017 het Sherwin 'n klein donkiereservaat in die Karoo op die been gebring.
We started off in Prince Albert, which for me is just God's own country. And during the drought, and that's why we moved out to Plettenberg Bay, our borehole dried up. We were bringing water in with fire engines towards the end for the donkeys and horses just to have drinking water. So we relocated across here, but we are so excited to be moving back into Prince Albert, into the Prince Albert Valley. This time we're moving on to an irrigation farm with 40 hectares under irrigation, ample water, great laywater. Super exciting.
It is beautiful. It's lovely and big, so there's lots of space for all our animals and nice shelters for them. So the facilities are also much better than what we've had here for them. We've had issues with the cold and the rain. It's not good for their feet or for their skin, so it's much better for the donkeys there.
Die reis is met militêre presisie beplan.
So yeah, logistically speaking, we had to get equine floats in down from Johannesburg. So we have 2 huge floats that can load either 40 donkeys or 18 horses.
Die vervoerkoste was baie duur.
Close to R500,000, all in all. That in itself has been a massive challenge, but it needs to be done properly. They need to arrive safely. They are horribly abused on the back of carts. They work in the mines, work on the construction sites. And the donkeys we've rescued have had boiling oil thrown over them. They've had their ears cut off. They've been stabbed. We've taken donkeys off carts that are completely emaciated. And notwithstanding all of that, there's a huge drive on their skins to China. And this is really why I do what I do.
Benewens die donkies het Sherwin ook perde, koeie, ganse en eende gered, om maar net 'n paar lede van sy toenemende ark te noem. Die meeste van hulle is in 2017 in die Noord-Kaap van slagting gered.
These are the donkeys we rescued from the main big auction in Hartswater, where 500 donkeys, we believe it was a deal to the Chinese, went south. They went up for auction, and it was me bidding against them with my Facebook supporters and the equine slaughterhouses. So yeah, we were able to rescue 236 that day. All the rest of them went to slaughter. We know that's a fact. We also rescued 36 horses that day because it was during the drought. 200 horses were up for slaughter that day as well. So we acquired all our animals by the kilo.
Die vaardigheid en omgee van die dierehanteerders was duidelik sigbaar, asook die van die vervoerspan wat die trauma van die skuif probeer verminder het.
Okay, I think we should get these 7 up. Get these 7, yeah, just close there.
We would never advocate transporting animals in open trucks. We've never done that, not even our cows that we've rescued. We always transport them properly in proper transporters. We are the only verified equine sanctuary on the African continent.
Die ander pels- en veremaats wat ook gered is, het angstig toegekyk terwyl die eerste vrag gelaai is.
Oh, and get her feet up on there. Okay, are you ready? 1 second, guys.
Donkeys are very misunderstood. People believe they're stubborn. They're stubborn because they generally don't want to do what mankind wants them to do. Donkeys have also never really been kept as pets per se. So they've always been, since time immemorial, beasts of burden.
Ons is saam op die 5 uur lange reis oor die Outeniqua, die Swartberg en die Meringpoort Passes.
Logistically, it's been a huge challenge. It's basically 6 days of moving, loading the trucks, going across the passes to Prince Albert, offloading, and then the drivers are going to drive back in the night to load the following morning. In the South African context, people generally want donkeys because they want to use them. And people don't realize why donkeys need sanctuary.
Our main goal is to offer all these animals we have rescued freedom, as they would have it if they were naturally not in human hands.
Net hierna vertel ons meer oor die donkies se nuwe tuiste. Dis waar die donkies nou vreedsaam sal kan voortbestaan. Bly by ons. Welkom terug by FOKUS. Die Karoo Donkey toevlugsoord het na 'n lang tog oor onder meer 3 bergpasse veilig by hulle nuwe bestemming uitgekom. Hier is deel 2 van Hazel Friedman se verslag.
Vir donkiejare was hierdie diere noodsaaklik vir plattelandse landbou, veral vir vroue wat die landelike ekonomie aan die gang hou.
There is an adage in Ethiopia that a woman without a donkey is a donkey herself. She's having to carry the water from the well, she's having to, carry firewood, where before that her donkeys would be doing it for her.
Maar hierdie werksesels het slagskape geword en in Suid-Afrika is hulle nou in groot aanvraag.
Een van ons aanvanklike klagtes wat ons ontvang het was om en by in 2016 in die gemeenskap van Madiboggo in die Noordwes. En daar het 'n individu gekom en gesê hy wil almal se donkies koop, wat die gemeenskap toe geweier het want hulle maak staat op die donkies as metode van vervoer. En ongelukkig die volgende oggend toe almal wakker word en hulle in hulle erwe kom, toe is almal se donkies doodgemaak en sonder hulle velle.
Soos met die smokkel van ivoor, renosterhoring, die itermagog, leeu's en tiers, word die aanvraag aangeblaas deur die bygeloof dat die donkies se vel medisinale waarde het. Hulle velle word gekook om met gelatine te onttrek. China het die grootste aanvraag na onwettige natuurleweprodukte en dit styg steeds.
The global population of donkeys is estimated at being about 44 million. At the moment, China is going through between 8 and 10 million skins a year. So they've exhausted supply in their own country, and they're now coming predominantly to Africa, which has the largest population of donkeys in terms of continent. And the skins are loaded into containers. Paperwork is forged, trading out of the country as cow hides. They're loading 5,000 hides in a container.
Ons het toegedink dit meestal meer in die uitgeleë areas. En toe het ons 'n klagte gekry in Benoni in Gauteng dat daar 'n taksidermie is wie die bure het gekla oor die stank van die donkievelle. En ons het gaan ondersoek instel en al die donkievelle daar gekry en verskuil daartussen was tiervelle gewees wat ook die skakel beklemtoon tussen wild en die donkievelhandel.
We are not vilifying the Chinese as a nation, but what they are doing to the endangered species is completely incorrect.
Van 2016 af het net progressief erger geword. As mens kyk in KwaZulu-Natal, naby Mooirivier, Bergwil, waar hulle die donkies oor die grens na Lesotho toe smokkel deur die Sani pas, en die donkies is eintlik doodgemaak voor die grens, gevel sodat die velle in Lesotho ingevat kan word. En die veearts wat die nadoodse ondersoek gedoen het op die karkasse, het toe gesê dat die donkies heel waarskynlik nog lewendig was toe hulle gevel is.
So either the donkeys are stolen in the night or people are forcibly, having to sell their donkeys because they're given an ultimatum. Either we take them in the night or we give you, I believe it's 500 Rand right now, 400 Rand. I think when the skin reaches China, it's worth 10,000 Rand. The product itself, it's manufactured, exported to various Chinese communities all over the world, sells for a fortune. So it's an incredibly lucrative business.
Donkieplase word nou in Suid-Afrika ontwikkel nie net vir hulle vleis nie, maar ook vir die neuweprodukte en hulle velle.
Iets soos 'n donkieplaas is beslis dan die fokus van ons plaasdiereenheid, want dit word dan 'n gekommersialiseerde boerdery. Omdat die NDBV se mandaat op die welstand van diere is en die voorkoming van pyn, lyding en volhoudende leed van diere. Indien so 'n boerdery wettig, gereguleerd en op 'n menslike manier uitgeoefen word, is daar in terme van die wet nie veel wat die NDBV kan doen om proaktiewe aksie te neem nie. Maar soos met enige ander boerdery in die land dan, is dit waar ons dan gereelde inspeksies doen, om te kyk dat alle aspekte van die dierebeskermingswet voldoen aan word, en dat daar absolute geen wreedheid of enige wrede praktyke teenoor die donkies toegepas word nie.
Also, donkeys have never been commercially farmed. So a lot of African governments, including our own, are currently going through due diligence and logistics projects to see how viable it would be. It is simply not viable. A donkey mare carries for quite a few more months than a horse mare does. When a foal would be commercially ready for slaughter, from a weight perspective, would be 2-3 years. It's not a sustainable project. In Tanzania, we actually were able to motivate the government through proving to them what was going on in their own country.
Wetgewing is in sommige Afrika-lande soos Nigerië en Tansanië aanvaar om die onwettige handel in donkies te stuit, maar die wetgewing het dit net ondergronds gedryf. En Suid-Afrika is ver agter.
Our government has not yet seen it fit to ban the trade of donkey skins. It's just continuing to explode while it's still seemingly not illegal.
Byvoorbeeld soos 'n itermago wat deur wetgewing streng gereguleer word dat jy eintlik absoluut niks met daai dier mag doen nie. In terme van donkies bestaan daar nie tans sulke wetgewing nie. En dit is hoekom dit vir ons belangrik is om dan op die wreedheid wat op die diere in terme van die slagting of in terme selfs van hoe die diere vervoer word te fokus en daarop dan te probeer agtervolg, juis as gevolg daarvan omdat daar nie eintlik wetgewing is wat dit dek nie.
So on current trajectory with the mass slaughter of donkeys to supply the insatiable demand in China, they are definitely going to be going on the endangered list. I have no doubt.
In terme van internasionale organisasies het die Donkey Sanctuary in die Verenigde Koninkryk die NDBV voor COVID-19 ondersteun. Ongelukkig is daai ondersteuning gestaak na die pandemie en is nie voortgesit nie, wat dinge redelik moeilik maak om 'n probleem van so 'n groot aard aan te pak. Maar ons moet dit doen en ons sal dit doen ongeag of daar ondersteuning is of nie.
I'm hoping through the journey people will realize what an incredibly valuable cause this is for animal welfare.
Jonno se ark het veilig in die beloofde land aangekom en hulle het goed by hulle nuwe tuiste aangepas.
Look at that. they love the animals because the animals, they are more, they are more keen than the people because they don't complain and always they understand everything on the ground. They're saying Jesus sit on the donkey then.
Maar die groot trek na vryheid duur voort en dit kom teen 'n groot prys. Ondersteuning is noodsaaklik.
It's R250,000 a month. So all of those challenges are ongoing.
Our whole premise is to provide them with forever sanctuary, where they will just spend their days grazing and chilling and enjoying their lives. I'm not the protagonist in the story. The protagonists are the animals themselves. They are the heroes here.
Dankie vir die saamkyk vanaand, maar voordat ons groet, wil ek namens die hele fokusspan al ons kykers 'n baie geseënde Kersfees toewens. Geniet die tyd saam met jou familie en geliefdes. Onthou volgende week Vrydag aand sal ons weer om 8:30 op SABC2 uit en ook om 6 op DTT. Onthou al ons fokusuitsendings is steeds op YouTube beskikbaar. Ons groet dan tot volgende Vrydag aand. Ons hoop dit is 'n lekker lang naweek en 'n wonderlike feesgety. Totsiens.